Hello everyone, welcome back to Take the Snap. I'm JJ. In this episode, I'll be sharing with you my 7th-round Green Bay Packers mock draft with trades. The Green Bay Packers have round 1, pick 25, and I have them selecting Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback, Alabama. Kool-Aid is a great prospect. He's actually my favorite cornerback in this draft, my favorite defensive back overall. And I think that the Packers could use some defensive back help, and I think that they would be very glad to have Kool-Aid in this situation. I think that he can match well with the rest of the corners, Jair, of course, being the main one. And I think that the Packers will get good depth needed. And I don't think the Packers need a lot of players, a lot of position in this draft, but I do think that Kool-Aid's the pick, round 1, pick 25. I think that they maybe could trade this pick, but I don't think they get any offers, and they take Kool-Aid McKinstry. For round 2, pick 41, I have the Green Bay Packers selecting Tyler Gutton, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. The Packers, they lost one of the best offensive tackles in the league, David Bakhtiari, this offseason. I think we need to draft Tyler to replace him, and the offensive tackle depth in this draft is insane. There's so many good offensive tackles, and they get a great one here in the second round, Tyler Gutton. And I think that the Packers, they just drafted him just to replace David Bakhtiari. And I think this is a very good pick for the Packers. Packers also have another round 2 pick, and pick 58. I'm selecting Cedric Gray, linebacker, North Carolina. The Packers, I feel like they need more linebacker depth, and Cedric Gray just sitting here. The Packers linebackers, they've been good, but I feel like just depth is definitely helpful in that position, especially with so many people getting hurt in linebacker just in the league. I think that Cedric Gray, he'll be a great addition. Around 2 pick, I think they get a great steal here with Cedric Gray. Round 3, pick 88, out of the Packers, selecting Dominic Puni, offensive guard, Kansas. I think that the Packers are just looking to build the offensive line better. I think they select Dominic because they just need better depth at the offensive line. This is a great player out of Kansas. And I think that the Packers look to go a lot of offensive line in this draft and look to always build up the offensive line, always look to build up the depth. And that's why I think that they make this pick. Packers have another round 3 pick. They have round 3, pick 91, and I have them selecting Jaden Hicks, safety, Washington State. Jaden Hicks, he's a great player. They definitely need a safety after losing Darnell Savage in free agency. They need more defensive back help always, and I think that they could go wide receiver here. They can possibly trade away this pick, but I think they keep this pick. They take Jaden Hicks, one of the best safeties on the board, and a draft with not much safety depth. I think that they take a safety here to clear up that room and brush it up after losing Darnell Savage. So the next pick, they have pick 126, round 4. But I'm trading away with the Lions for round 6, pick 201, and a 2025 4th rounder. So they traded away, in my mock draft, they traded away their 4th round pick for the Lions' 6th round pick this year and a 4th round pick next year. So with the 5th round pick 169, I'm selecting Cam Little, kicker, Arkansas. The Packers' kicking game was pretty bad last year. I know they just signed a kicker to compete, but I still think that they need another kicker badly. And I think that Cam Little is the best kicker in this draft. And I think that they look to get a kicker, and they will draft Cam Little here. Like I said before, the Packers literally lost because of a missed kick, and I think they select Cam Little here. With round 6, pick 201, the pick I have them trading for with the Lions, I have them selecting Tip Raymond, tight end, Illinois. I think that this pick's good. I think at this point, just try to find the best player you can find it and just try your best to do good players. I don't think it's really positional at this point, just the best player. I think Raymond is just the best player. There's tight ends, so depth isn't good, but there's some good tight ends. They drafted the rookie last year. I think they draft Raymond this time. And with round 6, pick 202, the pick right after that, I've been selecting Thomas Harper, safety, Notre Dame. I know you're confused why they drafted another safety, but I think that they can always just use depth to that DB room. It's not that bad, but the depth is pretty bad, so I think they select Thomas Harper to make up for that depth at Notre Dame. And With round 6, pick 219, I am selecting Cornelius Johnson, wide receiver, Michigan. I think they'll take Cornelius Johnson because they're definitely wide receivers up there on their needs. Some people could make the argument they could have taken a wide receiver earlier. I don't think so. I think that they just take wide receiver just to touch off that depth, touch off that wide receiver room, and I think Cornelius Johnson is a great pick. Round 7, pick 245, I'm selecting Amari Spites, linebacker, LSU. Like I said before, it's just in round 7, really just trying to find the best player you can get. I think that they find good value with Amari Spites. I think that they just try to just improve that linebacker room and always improve depth. And with round 7, pick 255, I'm selecting Dylan Johnson, running back, Washington. I really like Dylan Johnson as a prospect. I think that draft with not very good running back depth, and if he falls to the 7th round, I think they'll take a chance on a running back. They don't really need a running back, but I think that if he's just sitting there in round 7, that you'll take him. So to recap the whole Packers mock draft, round 1, I've been taking Kool-Aid McKinstry with the 25th overall pick, cornerback, Alabama. And then with round 2, pick 41, I was selecting Tyler Gutton, offensive tackle, Oklahoma. Round 2, pick 58, I was selecting Cedric Gray, linebacker, North Carolina. And then with round 3, pick 88, I was selecting Dominic Puny, offensive guard, Kansas. Round 3, pick 91, I was selecting Jaden Hicks, safety, Washington State. And I was trading away the round 4, pick 126 pick for 2025 4th rounder, and a round 6, pick 201 with the Lions. So then with the round 5, pick 169, I was selecting Cam Little, kicker, Arkansas. With the pick they acquired from the Lions, round 6, pick 201, I'm selecting Tip Raymond, tight end, Illinois. With round 6, pick 202, I'm selecting Thomas Harper, safety, Notre Dame. With round 6, pick 219, I'm selecting Cornelius Johnson, wide receiver, Michigan. Round 7, pick 205, I'm selecting Amari Spites, linebacker, LSU. And with round 7, pick 255, I think they'll take Dylan Johnson, running back, Washington.